Today I would like to discuss generations. You know, it's a term that is used a lot in consumer research, and we like to really, label things. And one of the labels we like to put is, which generation is it? Is it Boomer? Is it X? Is it Millennials? Is it Gen Z? I always find that we have to be careful with generations, because most of what I hear about generations kind of a little bit of cliches, a little bit of generalizations. And well, as you can see, I'm not from Gen Z, so I've been through the process of, from a kid to now, hearing what previous generations would say about me, and then the following generations would say about my generation. And yeah, it's too simplistic, really. I personally see a lot more variation within a generation than I see between, let's say, the averages or the generalization of the different generations. Because to me, I don't think that the age is the most critical thing, really, in the way that people make choices or they behave, or I think what really is important is their set of values, and that is more important than the age. I see boomers that are very young and are actually would fit better in the profile of Gen Z, and I see some millennials that to me are really even way older than I am in their values and in their thinking. So I think when we talk about generations, we have to be cautious. One thing is sure is, if we talk about generations, we have to look at which period have they been growing up in. And of course, if you were born in the 50s or you were born in the early 2000s, you live in a different world, in a different environment, and in particular in terms of technology and information, it's rather different. So you are exposed at a younger age of different things, but of course, that does not stop people from evolving in one direction or the other. Some people resist, others just, adopt very fast. So you always have to be a little cautious when you talk about generations. But I have to say, to me, Gen Z is an interesting generation in the sense that it seems to kind of want to, like every generation, basically swing the pendulum in the other direction from the previous one. And from what I hear, the younger people have lost the trust. They don't trust government, they don't trust companies, they don't trust media, they don't even reach the point they don't trust social media either. But from what I get is, even if they don't trust people, they really would like to find people they can trust, who can explain them, who can just tell them things the way they are. They are willing to learn, they want to understand, they have an open mind, and yeah, it shows also. I think there are some very positive developments when we see that, for instance, Gen Z, let's say about dating, well, they want to meet real people instead of meeting people on a screen. That's good. They also tend to turn off their electronic devices and go out, which I think is good. I think that's kind of, if I were to generalize, a little bit of the bad thing that has happened to the millennials, and okay, that they were thrown in the world at the same time as all those screens and all those electronics, but yeah, they need to go out a lot more, and they have to discover the world and realize that there's a lot of variation, a lot of diversity, and yeah, there are good things out there. But like I said, I'm generalizing a little bit. But I think Gen Z is in a position where they can really bring a whole bunch of critical thinking, a whole bunch of common sense back in. So they make me hopeful for the future, but we'll see.
If you're interested in my videos, please click on the subscribe button, or you can also visit my website.